Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank my honourable colleague from Langley and as well as the honourable member for Vegreville, Wainwright. I think out of a specific case, may I say, Mr. Speaker, I think this is one of the most important points of privilege I've heard in the brief almost 2 years I've been serving here. It cuts to the core of what's wrong with parliamentary democracy that the Honourable Government House Leader could put before you a sports metaphor. That we're here as teams, we're here as brands or colours, and we're all to take instructions from our team boss. We are not here as teams, Mr. Speaker. The principle of Westminster parliamentary democracy is that we are here as representatives of our constituencies. We are here as representatives of our constituents. We are merely incidentally members of political parties. Political parties do not exist in our Constitution. They are not an essential part of our democracy. They have grown to be seen to be the most interesting thing going on, and we've grown to see politics as some sort of sport. But democracy is not a sport, and we are not playing on teams, and each individual member has individual rights. And the members for Langley and Vegreville Wainwright feel their rights have been infringed. I would like to add, Mr. Speaker, I rose on a point of order to you many months ago on the question of SO31s and the fact that they were increasingly being used for purposes that, while not against our standing orders as they are written, but against the spirit of standing orders as described by former Speaker, Madam Justice Sauvé, who pointed out that they should typically speak to matters of local concern in our constituencies and should not be used as a place for attacks on others, specifically ad hominem personal attacks. I know at the time, Mr. Speaker, you said you might comment on that later. Perhaps this point of privilege might give you a chance to further elucidate when it's inappropriate for the approved SO31s from the Conservative war room to be very vicious attacks, and the ones that members wish to make about their own constituents' concerns be censored and prevented from being presented in this place. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.